trap, you know I keep that pack, nigga, this shit ain't Velcro. I said what you need, where you at, I pull up where you at, this shit 12 for an elbow. 12 cuts past the blick, but that quarter brick. This shit some weight, broke the scale though. Got choppers that sing like a bell hoe. I'm standing on business, you be low. I'm fucking this bitch on the D-low. You know that I love me a freak hoe. I'm making a scene like she J-Lo. She shaking that shit like it's Jello. I'm getting them packs by the mail though, and sending them out on the metro. If you sitting out on the gang, you just signed a contract to death row.
I hope we didn't scare y'all with that last segment. You know, we just gonna keep it real around here though. We are now bringing in a very near and dear person to my heart. This is my homie, my ace for life. At one point, we were actually married. You guys might know him as Alex. He goes by AJ, but in this world, his name is B. B. Come on in, B.
B. Yeah.
Hi, B.
Yeah. The more male, masculine energy in here. What I'm talking about.
What up, Joe?
What's good with you, brother? What's good with you? How you doing?
All right. So, Tampa, I don't know if you knew this, but Jack knew this. Obviously, she knows my whole life. I was married. I'm not married anymore. This is the funny part about that story. When we got married, we announced it to the world. The relationship was very public. When we got separated, nobody knew, and basically nobody knew that we were divorced. The only way you really know any of that is if you kind of watch how the pictures in my stories, my social media posts changed. Mm-hmm. Did you know
that you were married?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you know I was divorced?
No.
So, B, transitioning out of the whole relationship kind of world and all that. How did you handle that with your family and friends, people around you? Did you announce it? Was it a big deal, or was it just like a quiet happy?
You already know me, so for everybody else, I keep everything that has to do with my relationship in my relationship. So if I felt like telling everybody, I did. The only person I actually kept in the loop was my grandma, for real. And she used to tell everybody, but she didn't say anything.
She kept quiet.
Yeah, she got quiet. We talked to her quite a few times.
Yeah.
But I kept her in the loop when it was fighting.
Right.
Not when it was like, okay, when we needed to talk about it and discuss it. We said that's what we wanted. I waited a little bit and then I would tell her. So it's like, okay. And she's like, all right. But not too many other people. It never came up in conversation.
Right. I think our situation is really kind of unique because when the divorce was final, we had actually talked about having a joint divorce party. Like we were going to literally celebrate divorcing each other together. And our friendship now is just as good as it was before, when we first got together. So question for you ladies. Obviously, Jasmine, you're still married, right? Obviously. But I'm just wondering, in your most intimate, real, deepest relationship, when it was over, how long did it take before you could look at that person and not be hurt? Or, how long before you could interact in a healthy way? Or did you ever get to that point?
You want to go first, Tam? I'm gonna say this. All my exes still love me, so I don't. But
all your exes.
I almost say, do you still love your exes? But do you still interact with your what is the feeling on that? Okay, very much so. I mean, I think relationships and friendships are forever. You know what I'm saying? This is one thing didn't work out. Yeah, you gotta let that go. Oh yeah.
I really don't mean to cut you off, but one of her exes is just one of the most realest, dopest niggas in the world. You know what I mean? Shout out to the guys. One of Jasmine husband, he one of the realest, dopest niggas. Shout out to the guys and let the guys keep thriving. You know what I mean?
Guys,
What did that have to do with
but
anything?
the build up.
Anyway,
Nothing,
the build
man.
up.
I'm just kidding.
No, but shout
Go
out to the
ahead.
guys.
Go
Shout
ahead.
out to my husband. Shout out to the
Shout
guys.
out to B.
To the guys. Shout out to
the
the
crew.
crew. But yeah, as far
Shout out to the
as
guys.
relationships in
I'm
general,
listening.
my intimate relationships, I haven't had a whole bunch, but you know, a few handful of them. But all of my relationships always start off with friendship. So I will say, even to this day, all my exes I'm still cool with. Like I could call them and be like, "Hey, ring ring, can you touch down real quick?" And it would be just fine. And same way, ring ring, hey, can you come stitch me up, show me exercise? I'm right there. You know what I'm saying? And with my relationship with my husband, we're such good friends that wouldn't be threatening to him if I needed him. Saying, but he provides for whatever. But there's certain areas that you might need to call up the hitter real quick because you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I want to get my husband in some
Can I ask
trouble.
a question to y'all? The recently not married couple.
Sure.
So what was the fallout, bro? Y'all peace. Y'all look cool, chill. Like what was it? If y'all don't care, I mean, I don't want nobody to start flipping no table over there.
Now, this is the most. I'm gonna say it like this. This is the most peaceful, I'm so grateful for my meeting, knowing, and continuing to know Quintel. The things that I've learned from this man, the ways that he has impacted my life, he's family. When I look at Quintel, so I'm not a person that thinks that home is a location, right? No house that I've ever been in was the home. The home was the people, the energy, the love, right? So when I look at certain people, I see home. Quintel is one of those people. So for us, the friendship was literally always the tightest thing. Like our friendship was, when I say my bestie, when I say, you know how in relationships you get used to, you get annoyed, like, can I get some space? Like, no, we never like that. We always kick it. That was the only thing that was solid the entire time I've known this. Like even now, the friendship is, you know what I mean? The fallout, we're wired differently. I don't think we were ever supposed to actually be married. I think that we found our friendship soulmates in each other, and we took that and mistook that for something different.
Did that hurt your feelings? What she just said?
No.
That hurt my feelings. I don't know why. Well, dang, you don't think we were supposed to get together? Girl, goddamn.
He was always supposed to be in my life, but I just think that it wasn't supposed to be from the romantic standpoint.
How you feel about that? Touch that. Do you agree first?
Yeah, I do. I agree.
I'm dead. I can't hear you. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, I agree. Because we sat down and talked about it. And for us, we were in very different places in our lives and in our minds. So it was, even though on outside and public, we're fine. But in the house, there was some things we couldn't talk about. Like there was a lot of things that got triggered. It was like we didn't deal with those things ourselves with ourselves. So our relationship ended is because we stopped actually working together and trying to help each other
and we became each other's triggers.
Well,
So our trauma took over the relationship more than we actually did. When we was outside, we kicked.
so,
When we actually together, it's like water for real. We flow.
Yeah.
Early, were you ever scared in the house?
No.
Because his voice scary as hell. If he was talking like that at that tone, telling you to do something, if I was like his homie and I just came over and he was like, I thought I told you. I'm like, oh shit just got real in here.
This is the funniest thing, right? So our relationship, and you know how you see on social media people say, "Oh, relationship goals," like da da da. The picture, the social media, the outward appearance, we were that, right? Everybody loved us, even best friends. Like Candace would be like, "You guys are perfect for each other." Like, what do you mean you're problems? Me being afraid in the house, no. I am going to divulge something that most people would never believe. I was the abusive one. That's why I say this man has been influential in my life in exponential ways. Literally. The growth that I have had from knowing him is beyond measure. When I met him, I was anger driven always. I was quick to anger. I was controlling. I was in my masculine energy. All of these things led to, and he wasn't scared because for real, there was this one time I had, I think I threw a butcher knife at him or a plate or something, and the next thing I know, my hair was wrapped up in he. Now sit the fuck down. You need to come follow.
Yep, I'm scared. I'm scared, Early. I'm scared with you, Early, right now, because his voice can probably stop the knife by itself. He probably could have said, "Knife, stop."
And
hey,
I am so like, I'm ADHD, high energy, you know, and he is so calm and like solid.
And that's probably what it is, because my dad, he ain't even yell when he beat my ass.
He's not
He ain't even yell for me to come downstairs. Josh, come here. Yeah, I owe you this ass.
It's over.
Bop. Ooh, that's scary shit.
That's it. No, he's not a yeller. He's very constant. And my brain is always like, he'd be like, hey. And he'd do like this to me. Yeah, no, I was never afraid in the house.
I got a perfect question.
What?
How long did it take to stop, and this for everybody, after a breakup, how long did it take to stop calling that motherfucker back? Or whatever y'all nickname is. Because you know, when you in the house, you like, hey, but y'all have been broke up for a year, you like, all right then, babe. I mean, god damn.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, baby. I love you. I don't know what that, you feel me?
Yeah.
This is how the story went. She is the life of the party. Okay. When she introduced you to whatever name she introduced you in, she tells everybody that's your name. So it literally, that's what it became. Every time everybody seen me, they called me the same name. We've been calling each other B for years, but I was always everybody. I was never by my name.
Wait a minute.
Everybody called me B. Not one of my letters in my name have anything to do with B.
What's your name, brother? Quintel. Well, to me, you cute. Nice to meet you. I'm not gonna be calling no grown man B when I know what the hell B means. This cute.
It morphed.
How dare you introduce me to B?
So I feel like as we changed, our nicknames changed, right? In the beginning it was Babe, and this and that, and then it was Babe, and then it was like, as our relationship morphed, because our relationship transitioned into a friendship. At the end we were friends, right? Like there had been so much time that had passed since anything physical happened, we were just friends. And so B is a term of endearment. Right? It started off as Babe, short for Babe, and now it's just a term of endearment. And I tried to stop calling him Babe. I'm like, this is stupid. His name sounds strange to me because in 10 years I've never really said it. He was always Babe, B, something. So Quintel sounds weird. His family calls him Alex, and that seems not quite right for me. So he's Babe.
No, man. Alex sounds like he killed. That name sounds regular, but it sounds like the X Sound like it killed. Alex. Yeah, Alex. Any black? You don't know a lot of black Alex.
Well, I have a question. So, kind of rolling off with that whole friend and friends and how you guys are doing friends and everything now and nicknames. Being that we were friends prior to the build-up, and I've been I was there when you guys, were getting married and throughout the whole thing. As far as you guys had mutual friends, as far as like, hey, we became friends, and Quintel was there and filming my mom when she was getting her makeup done and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So then after his divorce, like most divorces, as far as family and splitting things and separating, how does that feel now, Quintel, kind of coming back into the fold? And I won't say coming back into the fold, because I'm sure you guys had your own kind of patching up of relationship or coming back into your morphing into your friendship. But does that feel a little strange being separated from friends and all that materialistic things and non-materialistic things, and then coming back into the fold? How does that feel for you?
I don't feel like anything because it's a lot.
I learned something else. I'm gonna wait till after this. I just learned something else though. Well, I'm gonna wait till after this to see if I'm right. Go ahead, brother. My bad.
It wasn't because it wasn't about them at all. So I don't have anything against them. I met them through her. So I can't necessarily just be hopping up and going there and doing that. I respect the privacy. This is what we agreed to. Those are your friends. Yes, I know them. I'm not going to be act like I don't know nobody.
Right.
But our distance, including your friends. If they contact me, that's different.
Right.
But it don't make any difference for real to me. Because it's not like I'm just going to act any different when I see any of them.
You know what? I want everybody to know this is a good dude because I can tell you it's a good dude because what I thought of first was completely different. I want all your friends, okay? I'm gonna be cool with every last one of your friends. You done hurt my heart. I'm gonna hurt their box. And I'm glad they my friend. And I'm glad, well, it depends how we broke up. And I'm glad they're my friend. So I can get this shit off.
Sir,
You know
that's
what I mean?
toxic.
That is
toxic.
Well, she hurt me. And it gotta be even first. Before we heal, before we heal, it gotta be even.
Okay, for this friend.
That's what a woman to do. A woman gonna make it even before it is.
Are you serious? Are you
You're
going to have the friends after? Are you going to have the friends after?
Maybe not the friends. Hold on. Maybe not the friends.
Then what?
But the get back is gonna happen. She not just leaving, she gonna get even.
Let me tell you something.
I
What
don't
you
know
are
about
talking about is a young girl or a toxic woman.
Yep.
What you are dealing with here
Yep.
are healed women.
Oh shit.
Or at least
Let
healing.
me shut the fuck up. I got scared.
Healing. Yeah, because that's
whatever.
exactly what you
We don't live in
described
our
as
trauma, right?
toxic
So
behavior.
because of that, you say something like that and the room girls go, I'm not trying to get back. My thought process when I break up with somebody and girls tell me if you guys
I think Temp about to say something different because I keep looking at her and she ain't saying nothing, but I can't read facial expressions, but she over there.
Well,
So I don't know what's going on.
My question is, right? When you leave a situation, you break up with someone. My mindset was, I want to grow and glow, and I want to leave you better than I found you.
Right.
Yeah?
Right.
So, when you leave a situation,
When you
what are your
leave
thoughts?
better than I don't really, and when I leave, I don't really give a fuck about how I left. At that time, I'm worried about me. You know what I'm
Just
saying?
you.
But I'm not gonna try to get get back.
It's not gonna go to a negative
It's not gonna
effect.
be like I'm directly toward you. I'm just gonna pick me up and get me together.
I'm sorry, excuse me. Fucking
Jasmine,
I'm a little tired, man.
we ain't studying yet.
That man.
Right.
That's because he's ready for the drama, and everything doesn't have to be fueled and embed it into the drama. Like you said, like you just gotta focus on yourself at that point. If you're focused on everybody else around you, then you're not getting the best out of that situation. And when you go back into your next relationship, you're going to be just as damaged.
Wait a fucking minute.
You're just
Wait,
going
hold on.
to be
Wait,
just as
one
damaged
fucking
and
minute.
bringing in that luggage and that baggage.
You
into
go
your next
inside your
relationship.
house, not you. I'm just giving a situation. You go inside your house. Your significant other is getting knocked down, right? And all this time you ain't even thought about cheating. You ain't even looked for cheating. You ain't even imagined your partner cheating. And you go in your house and get knocked down. I'm going to hurt you back.
No.
I'm going to hurt you physically right then and there.
Yeah, I had to beat your ass in that moment. I'm gonna turn that hoe up and punch you dead in your grill.
Yeah, that's how we.
But
we
moving forward from that moment, I don't need it back. The thing is, I call myself one of God's princesses. Right?
Karma's a bitch.
God don't play about me. So if I take and muddy and dirty and gross out my energy by focusing on the negativity and focusing on get back revenge, I'm really kind of doing a disservice to myself. Because what I can do, God can do 10 times better.
Hey man, and that's why I don't show my face, because my Facebook post is crazy and nobody agreed with me on this topic. So I'm just
I feel like I can't give a situation or a person that much power over me.
Yeah.
So like whether it's a negative thing, like it's a breakup or something, I can't give it that much.
See, I was thinking about taking the power back.
You know what I'm saying?
I felt like they took some power from me when I seen that cheating. Like, oh,
you're hurt.
I'm trying to take some power back. Like, yeah, you ain't know your little cousin wanted this. All right.
Now this is the thing about something like that. Now in my younger years, revenge was a key. Like I needed that. I need to feel that.
But where does that get you?
But karma is also a real thing. And we are responsible for our own karma, right? Yeah. It don't matter that you just shot me in the leg. If I come back and shoot your ass, I'm going to have to deal with the decision that I made, right? So I would live in that. I need revenge. Fuck that. I need my payback. Go do it, right? And then immediately, boom. Damn, my damn account is
right.
My damn account is overdrawn.
Thank God don't play about
you know what I'm saying?
Like, so a long time ago when I make those certain decisions that there's a certain people can't be a certain kind of way. So like when I make that decision, I see that small, like, okay, maybe I shouldn't have did that. And I learned that. Like, so like
it's real.
I don't wanna aggressively take and be like, okay, I'm gonna handle this.
So at the end of the day, so then when was it when y'all was just like, I'm bigger than that? Cause y'all been like that since forever?
No. Hell no. This is growth and development.
Yes.
I've been like that forever.
No. You've been like that forever?
And she could have, like, that's the thing.
Well, you don't even watch TV, so I believe it.
Dang.
You know, it's really crazy because that's
don't do Tampa like that. That's a better perspective. So that I think, Tampa not watching and being so clued into all the social media and all this stuff. I think that's actually a very refreshing perspective because she's not poison, tape, whatever about all these other. Like I think that's one of the issues with the world and with our the younger generation, what's going on with them mentally. That's on our next episode. But, that's a whole different thing. So don't be doing Tampa like that.
All right. I like where we are right here. We got a couple more little different topics.
I know. I need a refill.
We're gonna poke on B some more. But we need a break.